There are many inefficiencies in the supply chain that can be attributed to a lack of visibility. The obvious impact to customer service levels is probably most well known, but there's also bottlenecks in the yard and at the docks, resulting in excess labor costs and inefficient resource planning. Tying up carrier resources is another problem, resulting in detention charges. And finally, we know about the importance of preferred shipper status. If you can't attain that, it results in increased tender declines, less capacity being available, and hence increased transportation costs. The reality is that every lane that's part of a shipper's network is different, and not just by origin and destination. How successful is freight actually moving on a given lane? How do I evaluate the bottlenecks that are causing service failure? Transit time, loading and unloading time, appointments, carrier performance, cost to serve. These are all variables that require analysis to help better understand exactly why service levels are met or not met. There's more data available today in more real time and more accurate than in the past. Visibility provides actionable insight. So regardless of mode, carrier size, or geography, real-time visibility is no longer an option. It's an expectation for both B2C and B2B shipments. There are several benefits that can be realized by increasing and improving visibility, starting with customer service levels. Proactive alerting, more accurate ETA calculations, improving on-time performance, these are high-value proposition areas. Also, reducing costs by eliminating detention, plus improving labor and scheduling of resources at the docks and in the warehouse. Helping to identify profitable customers versus costly ones, high-performance carriers versus low ones. This can result in adjustments to departure times, routing and stop sequencing, or even day-of-the-week delivery changes. Basically, overall improvement to the flow of goods in both the shipping and the receiving operations. Visibility is critical to improve efficiencies across the supply chain. Visibility provides better information to logistics departments, which can be used to make data-driven business decisions, operational decisions that positively impact the bottom line.